Last time on Twilight 2K. For the second time, the crew ventured to the dreaded Russian research base. This time, it was a rescue mission, as Katerina, Eva, and Z saved Anson and Mike from being tortured. Now it is deja vu. They have another helicopter, and it has the container of the antivirus in its hull. The crew clamber aboard and fly towards the Mediterranean coast again. But just like last time, it was not too long before another Russian helicopter was in close pursuit. Okay, so we got Katerina's pilot. Is anybody going to go in co-pilot seat? Just drag your character onto the character sheet of the helicopter, which you should have control of. Do you?
Co-pilot.
Well, that would have been done before we took off, though, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you cannot access the
Yeah, so I'm
The
in the
pods.
back, all kind of semi passed out with the missing leg. If I remember correctly, isn't Z also knocked out still in the back?
I think at the last episode, you guys just revived me, threw me on the chopper. It sounded like just brought me back from being like incapacitated or near
'cause
dead,
I have
mostly dead.
Okay, I have one hit capacity. Is flying related to agility and driving?
Driving.
Is that correct?
Mainly everything
Okay.
is driving in this, even firing the weapons, like the helicopter weapons. According to
I'm
the,
a D.
in driving.
Does that help?
According
Yeah,
to
but
the
I'm an A in
helicopter module.
agility. I can help. I can kind of do something if you want me to.
Go for
I
it.
was pretty good on that side gun.
Is there a gun on the ship, on the helicopter? Before I decide.
There's two cannons. There's actually one. I was going to give you weapons, missiles that are on the sides, but there's actually one cannon on the front. We're not going to use missiles for this battle because it's just too deadly.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get in the. I'll be in the co-pilot seat.
Okay.
I'll take the guns.
There's no gun in the on the side door.
No, you could use
Oh,
your own guns
maybe.
though, if you'd like, and just fire out the sides. That's always an option. I'm gonna.
I think I'm just gonna hold on and kiss my ass goodbye because this day is not going good. I'm gonna hold on and I'm gonna like wrap my arms in the netting, the cargo netting, and yeah, I don't have the utmost faith in the U.S. Marines right now.
I guess I'll start hobbling, pushing myself towards the cargo window.
Look at him, he crawling on his belly like a reptile.
Okay, so we're gonna let the pilot, Katerina, give
You good, girl?
me a driving roll.
All right, let's get this started.
Fly like an eagle.
Yeah, with pilot. Yeah. Sure, I'm not selected on the thingy. Okay, one success.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
You go, girl. You can do it.
Okay, so I'll allow you to. I'm not gonna do elevation just yet. Say you're just all flying at the same elevation. I'm just gonna make it go. You can go. That could be your.
Make it go away.
Just like in normal movement, you can move 2 spaces plus your successes in your driving. Okay, so you can move 3 spaces. That'll be your fast action.
Did she get an assist
And-
from the
you get-
co-pilot there?
and you can get a free turn. So, in a sense, that if you wanted to, I would let you like move your 3 and get a free turn back, and then turn back around and keep going. You know what I mean? For your second fast action.
Mike, were you able to drag your character onto the vehicle sheet? For the
No, I was not.
helicopter?
I actually don't know how to do that.
Open up the helicopter.
I don't. I think Omega has to do it because I know he had to do it last time for me.
Okay, and then
Yeah,
take.
they put me with either.
And then try and drag your character
Okay.
over
No.
from the sideboard. Yeah.
Didn't work.
Okay, I'll do it here. There you go. You're on.
Here you go.
Is
Am I?
this the mill
Yep.
24D or the 24V? Omega, I forget.
Meal 24. Just to let you know, I don't see myself.
You got to reopen it.
Oh, I still don't see myself.
Fireworks. That's in my
Are you
room.
clicking
I'm
on the correct helicopter, the one in front?
setting my damn dogs.
because I see Katrina in it.
That's what I
Yep,
see.
and you're in it.
I am.
Yep.
Okay.
I see him now.
Oh, I am now. I wasn't before. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not in there either.
That's weird. Yeah, well, we're not gunner/pilot
Okay,
Okay.
or co-pilot/gunner.
cool.
Is it the 24D or the 24V? Because the 24V has a +1 modifier, I believe, for mobility and stuff. At least that's what it says in the PDF.
Just the basic one. Whatever
Okay.
one that was.
24D then. Cool.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'll allow you to like split your fast action and let Dan fire, and then you could do your second fast action if you want. That'll give you a, you could turn and fire, then turn back, right?
Okay. Am I allowed to move first, or is this like, turn it now and fire now and then move?
We'll just say that the turning will be like 1 move, so you could move 2, turn, or do whatever you like.
Okay.
So say you move 2, 1, 2, and then you turned, and now Mike Lovell
upside down.
could fire.
Yep, that's what I want to do. Just so we have a little bit more space between us.
Can we fire before we move and then move?
Yeah, that's what I'm letting you do.
Okay.
Cool.
Give me a field of fire. I'm ready to go. Is what Mike says.
So you got that that cannon you could fire. 23 millimeter, 100 round. You gonna give it a shot?
Oh, I can fire?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fire at will, Mike.
Yeah, definitely will fire. Range combat or driving?
If you just click on
Fire.
Go into the
Cannon.
helicopter.
Helicopter.
It should be, you bring it to chat, should work, shouldn't it?
Okay,
Yeah,
the
it won't do
20,
the attack from the.
23 millimeter. Bring
Yeah,
it
so
to.
send that to chat.
Yep.
But then you
Sent
need
it.
to click. But then you need to click on
Yep.
the 23 millimeter cannon itself. Because vehicles
why-
work really differently. So you sent it to chat, and then click on the 23 millimeter cannon itself, and it'll bring up a choose actor.
No, it's not working. So okay, so I opened up in combat. I opened up 23 millimeter cannon, and the option send item to chat. Okay.
Right.
And
but
I
you still
click
need to
it?
But you still need to click the 23 millimeter cannon on the combat tab.
Yeah, it's like how you
Yeah,
use
there-
the.
Yep. There's no option to click it for me. That's all.
You just click the word 23 millimeter cannon.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got it. Sorry.
Yep, no, it just
You're
vehicles
good.
work differently.
Okay. Okay.
So you drop down
All right.
yourself as the gunner.
Rate of fire. Do I have any modifiers?
You're getting -2 for fighting out of a moving vehicle. And it's -2 to fire at the helicopter, according to these rules in this book. So it's like -4. But
Wow.
but you
think
can
it's
really
minus-
no way to
but you gotta
fire
aim.
at the vehicle.
But you gotta aim, which uses your other action, which will bring it to -2.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
with a helicopter, there's no way to really fight an helicopter without it moving. So why does it? It's sort of a special vehicle in the sense that it's designed to be fought while moving. So, it's not really, with motion of your moving target. It's the physics of it are more aligned than say fighting from a moving jeep or something to a standing target or something to that effect.
It's the same for like if you're firing from a vehicle that's moving. It's the same principle. You get like the
Yay!
So you get one hit. And
Two hits. And the ammo dice. Sorry, one hit and then one ammo dice.
And
So it'd be a damage 6.
yeah.
6 damage. Is armor penetration on that? We got
Armor
I think it's
0. And a crit is 3 though. So
Yeah, but that's if it's hitting a human.
okay.
What you have to worry about is the armor on the other helicopter.
Got it.
Is that the hookem?
20 round burst.
armor 3.
Yeah, so
We get through.
Three.
So you didn't do any damage. So
No damage?
He did 6 damage.
I thought you said
Yeah.
3 damage.
No, we said
No. 6.
6? Okay, so
Six, and then 3 for the armor.
okay, so there's 3 damage. It penetrated the armor. Roll on the penetrating armor chart.
I've never done that before. Where's that?
D10.
D10. D10. Rolling. A 3.
Ammunition.
3's good, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Any internal ammunition is hit. If the attack inflicts 1 point of damage, half the ammunition in the machine is destroyed. If the attack inflicts 2 points of damage, all the ammunition is lost. Any excess damage
Blew up all their
continues to hit another component. So, roll a d10 again for that extra damage.
Another D10.
10.
Oh.
Whoa. Well, instrument
panel. Nice. You fucked up their ability to.
They can't shoot and they can't fly.
Yeah, well, that's kind of silly. What fun
No,
is
That
that?
sounds great.
So fun is that? You just destroyed all my ammunition. Like, what
So
the
it's gonna be an
fuck?
early night, huh, Omega?
Oh, jeez. Okay, so... Yeah, so you fire at the helicopter.
It's like
And-
23 millimeter rounds firing into the cockpit as it were.
20
Yeah.
of them, right? 20 of them. That's a lot.
Come on, Ems. Let's hear your 23 millimeter cannon. We heard everybody else's.
Millimeter.
I don't know if I got an automatic here.
Nice.
Anyways, you start firing that weapon, and it just sprays the nose of the helicopter where all the ammo is stored from the cannon that's in the nose of the helicopter, and then boom, all these holes erupt, and then you see the little explosions as ammo starts blowing up on the cone. There's smoke coming out of the nose of it, and it's flames too. The Russian pilot realizes that this is futile and turns back and goes back to the base.
All right, guys. It seems like the enemy has turned back. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Now you're just
Yeah,
coasting.
better strike while the iron's hot and get the fuck out of here. Jesus. Oh boy.
Pedal to the metal, Catherine.
Jeez, that was an
Roger
exciting
that,
fight.
I told you never put me behind the gun.
I like that. That worked out well for us.
No.
You didn't enjoy that, Omega?
Well, one round. It was like last round. Well, last time it was a couple rounds, but
Yeah, we crashed as a result of it. At least we're still in the air. We got our pilots, she should get extra experience for this.
well, yeah, maybe. We'll see.
I'm gonna ask Ava if she's got any more painkiller type drugs.
Eva's okay. Yes, Hanson. I got some for you here.
I'm gonna comms in on the mic. Are we all doing good back there? Are we all okay?
Well,
And having a lost leg, sure.
I don't feel so good.
I know, right?
So I'm guessing we're gonna head to the submarine. Is that right, Kat?
Yep, that's the plan.
Okay. Let's go now. Everyone seems pretty banged up.
does anybody need my assistance?
I'd
Is that
really
Ava?
appreciate it. I don't know if you can come in here and do nothing, do anything but flying. Oh boy. I feel like I've had the crap kicked out of me. I have 1 HP left before my track is full, and same with stress. So I'm looking real rough.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have one HP left as well.
we better get back to the boat and better rest. We need a break. I just hope no more Russians are following us. That would suck if there was
Oh God!
another helicopter out there.
Don't manifest it. Don't, please don't.
It would feel like Groundhog Day almost.
Ava, I know we lost in the helicopter crash the anti-viral zombie cure stuff, but with you and Dr. West having worked on some of it before we had left, do you think you can make some more somehow?
I'm pretty sure I could do anything at this point in time. I'm just
Just let us know what I mean, obviously we're get to the sub, but we need to start trying to figure out, you know, he's like with the leg, like, and what do you need for chemicals or supplies or what? And probably at this point he's like starting to fade off. And
are you feeling fine, Anson? You're not feeling any signs of the zombie virus, are you?
no, I don't think so. I don't feel anything weird. It's just, you know, have my leg removed and the addiction to the painkiller thing that I have now. I mean, meta-wise. I'm just trying to role play him being very beat up and despondent, etc. Like on the last legs, last string of giving a shit.
You're remarkably calm. It's instilling great confidence in me as you as a leader.
It's blood loss.
What about the heroin? You feeling any addictions signs?
That's nice. Can I have some more of that too? My lungs
I
fucked
did ask
up.
her for some more if she had some more.
How's the craving? Is it really bad?
I would imagine I roll a stamina to find out how bad it is.
I can't remember if you did you pass, like you were free of it, or you didn't pass. I can't remember.
I don't think I passed.
I passed. I don't think he passed.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's how it was.
Yeah.
Well, Father or Anson, just wait till we get back to the beach. And the helicopter
Lady,
sails.
the man lost his leg. And I'm in pain with just a punctured lung. I couldn't imagine if I lost a leg. Man, you doctors in the States, they said that pay for healthcare was tough, but I had no idea.
Glad to see that Z's punctured lung hasn't been able to like slow him down on talking.
Z,
It hurts, but I'm committed to helping, Captain.
Z, can't you tell I'm stressed right now, Z? Do this.
You're a whole woman. Look at us. He's a half a man already. Wonder if it got more than just his leg. You know what I mean? Did you check everything out there, Doc?
Yeah.
Stop fighting. I'm gonna turn.
I
this
imagine that, like,
thing
you know, I
around.
have like the one good leg, you know, up on like whatever cot seating thing that they have in the back, and it's like leaned up. And it's just I'm, like starting to try to get some rest. Like we need to get some rest.
He's just a chief morale officer, you see. I'm just a morale officer. That's why they had me brewing the vodka back at that zombie base.
Well, all this shaking going on. Katarina can't even fly calmly. I'm just wait till we get down. I'm not helping anybody just now. We're almost there. How far could it be? Katarina,
Yeah,
you,
y'all
It
just
was like 100 kilometers.
y'all
of
just
that.
rest, please. Oh boy.
I think these choppers move fast.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, you'd be surprised how fast we go. We're not being shot at. Who'd have thunk it? Oh boy. I can't wait to be back on solid ground. As much as I love to fly. Oh
Solid
boy.
ground in a submarine.
Well,
you're starting to
as
see
solid
that.
as it can be. Oh boy. Sorry,
And I got this fear of helicopters not getting any better the longer we're flying.
Yeah, because you look at the fuel gauge, you're on less than a quarter tank.
Oh.
I just hope they're there.
Yep. I'm not sure how long it's been, but we only had like what, 7-8 days to get there and back, I believe.
Can we send out some communications or something, Captain Lady?
That's a good idea.
Maybe try and find where they're at. We got to get them to surface, right? You guys are going to submarine. We don't have
I'll
many
do
working
that.
submarines in the Russian Navy still.
Yep.
I'm gonna scan the radio signals and keep firing out signals onto all the channels.
You guys have the best equipment too.
Because we want to let them know that we're friendly. Because we are using an enemy helicopter.
Yep. Does this chopper have a radio? I think it does.
Yes. It's all set for Russian frequencies,
Hey, Omega.
but I'm sure you could figure out one of your frequencies.
Omega. While they're all occupied, running the deck, I was hanging on to the cargo, trying to settle everybody's nerves, settle my own. We got some levity in the cargo hold there, and I was wondering if I searched around, what I really like to find is like a grenade launcher, something that just shoots a grenade further than I could throw it. Little puff pack. I don't know what they're called really.
Roll me.
'Cause it's a very effective weapon. If you don't have missiles, a little grenade shot at a helicopter in the future might come in handy. So
Sure,
that's where my mind's thinking.
Sure.
Z.
we'll see what we can do for you there. Roll a D100.
Yeah, I'm looking in the
Roll-
cargo hold, searching around.
Roll a
diligently.
D100.
D100.
Yeah.
You'll get it on a 100.
66.
Oh, scavenging table.
Yeah, you find a necktie.
All right.
I certainly put that on, and yeah, he ties it around his head, but with a tie, he ties a Windsor knot, but then he slips it around his head and he secures the Windsor knot to the side of his head, and he occasionally, you'll see him with his lung injury, occasionally coughs into it to cover his mouth because he's very polite.
But you do find, I hate giving you guys grenades, but you do find 1d4 grenades and any kind of AK-47 guns or ammos that the Russians use. But for explosives, 1d4 grenades. No grenade launchers. 0.
Go ahead.
That's a nice number too.
So you
Are
find
they like standard frag grenades or something else?
Yeah. We'll give you 1 frag, 1 smoke grenade.
I'll figure out how to put them on my list in a second. Captain, you want one of these, Captain? Captain? You can put a smoke grenade in case they're coming to get you, and you can't run away. You can hide in the smoke.
Yeah, not right now. Let's just.
I got him. You
try and
asked
find
me.
the sub.
Oh, well,
Okay.
no, you probably want a tech roll, Omega, for the
For what?
radio stuff, right? For finding the frequency.
Yeah,
The
just
radio-
because the Russians are pretty secret in how they have their radios set. So give me a tech roll, yeah.
Can't do that because you probably have better tech than me and you speak Russian, right?
Yep.
Yeah, go for it. I can help if you want.
Sure.
I'll help, yeah. I'll be that
so
plus one.
tech with a +1 and communications. Cool. Let's roll. I'll push
Oh.
that. That's a little crappy.
Oh, you got to stress. You're out.
No,
Hey.
it stresses if you put. Oh, yeah, she did push it.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did push it.
Are you out?
Oh no,
You
the
maxed your
helicopter's
stress?
gonna go down.
Oh, that's something.
He's our pilot.
Oh, I didn't expect that.
Neither did I.
No.
Oh,
Let me see what
Especially if somebody that knows the rules so well.
incapacitated by
Yeah.
stress.
you're paralyzed by fear and break down in despair. You could run for cover, but you can't perform any actions or roll for any skills.
Yeah,
Uh,
but someone can make a command roll to stab me out of it.
You got the stick, Mike.
Okay,
Better start yelling in your
yeah,
mic.
you're starting to look at this radio, right? This Russian radio, and you're getting fed up with all the shit's been happening lately. And you start seeing that the Russians, the standard frequencies and what is it, megahertz, aren't labeled right. Like 100 megahertz isn't 100 megahertz. It's like a special Russian code that it's actually 20 megahertz plus 30 megahertz, take away 40 megahertz. Some sort of code that you've managed to figure out by finding this familiar signal. But
Just like Celsius, for fuck's sake.
you just don't got time to think about it, and it just starts driving you
You're in the
crazy.
headlight.
So yeah, the helicopter starts going down as she just lets go of the wheel and starts having a heyday, angry.
Can I take control of it? What can the co-pilot do?
You need to do a rally, so you need to roll your, like, basically
Command.
you're yelling at her, going,
Okay.
"Cat, snap out of it! Wake up! You gotta fucking find this thing! What the hell?"
Okay, I'm gonna do it in the comms. Kat, can you hear me? Calm down, relax. Look, whatever that you're doing good, okay? All I need you to do right now is grab the stick and take the plane, take the helicopter back. Can you hear me? Answer me if you can hear me.
And then roll your command roll.
Okay, command roll. Oh man, this is gonna be bad. It's a D and a 0. Oh,
The
this
irony
never
is,
gonna
I
work.
have the frontline leader specialty, which gives
Yeah.
me a bonus for rallying players.
I can't rally here. I'm not gonna push it. There's no way.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Oh.
Because it's a one.
Okay,
So,
Can I try and rally her? Because I'm scared shitless.
everybody's screaming at her. So okay, go ahead.
All right.
yeah.
Can you
And
give him a
then
+1 for
if I-
helping? Cat, we don't need to crash again. I only got the one leg.
We just made it. We know what we can do it. You can do it.
Oh god.
What do I roll?
Command
Command?
with a +1. If
Right.
Omega, well, I should have a +1.
Command.
Oh, my
+1
God.
modifier.
It makes sense because Mad Bard's already, you got that phobia of being in helicopters anyway from
Yeah,
last time.
yeah. And I think it's coming. Here it comes.
Oh, hell yeah. Nice.
Wow.
I told you I was
Man.
an officer. Come on, Cat. You can do it. You can do it.
Yep, so I get I heal a point of stress. Huzzah. And the next time I rest, I have to make a empathy
No.
roll for mental trauma.
Yeah, but I just like to do that right away. Get it out of the way. Roll it now, so we don't forget.
So
D10.
that is a empathy.
Oh yeah.
So I'll just roll my base empathy. And if it... Yeah, it's like fail. Yes.
Okay, passed.
I'm good.
Okay. But the helicopter,
Stable, you
the
motherfuckers.
helicopter took a nosedive, and it's going straight into this big dune that's right ahead. And you need to
Driving
make
roll.
a driving roll to pull yourself out of
Yeah.
this.
Maybe
Any-
two
More
I-
height next time.
I should be hardcore. I should give you a penalty. Yeah, -1 because you just woke up and you're going down.
Can we all scream over the mic while she rolls? Will that blow up the mics? Ready, everybody? Let's scream.
Age
Please
of
stop.
Age of
Don't do that,
Age of Adventures telling me I'm too soft, so I gotta. I'm being too soft.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
You're too soft. Never.
Okay. So -1 is... It's countered by pilot. That's a good thing.
Oh, you lucky.
All right.
Okay. So you pull the nose up just in time. That surprise episode of horror. Oh, can this
Cat, you
nightmare
are
ever
one hell
end?
of a pilot. Cat, you are
Just
one
from
hell of
using the radio.
You must be a wonderful wife. Are you married, Cat?
Oh boy. God damn it, I told you guys not to fight the back there. Told you I'd turn this fucker around if you kept fighting.
You are one badass bitch. Let me tell you.
Appreciate that, man.
I might not have the paranoia phobia that Mad Bard has about flying right now, but with having almost crashed again, Anson's just like doing the 1,000-yard stare into the cargo wall.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
It's been so long, I forgot. Mad Bard, you got a phobia. What's your phobia say for flying? Don't you have to do like a roll or anything?
He takes a stress for every stretch that he's in the same X as a
So
subject.
every
of
15
trauma.
minutes, he's taking a stress.
Yeah, so I think I'd go over my stress limit right now then.
Yeah, you're screaming at her after trying to. She's crashing, so you're now incapacitated by stress.
Do I have to roll something?
You're paralyzed by fear. You break down in despair. And you cower underneath the seat.
I think I pee in my pants a little too.
God.
Don't make fun, please. Please don't make fun.
Unless somebody wants to rally.
It was the nosedive. It was the nosedive. Oh,
I'm
It's
probably
a little
hearing him
warmer.
like. I'm
I
probably
feel a
hearing
little
him
warmer now.
on the radio.
Maybe,
So,
maybe the doc can, but I'm between
Yeah.
the morphine and the lost leg and everything that's transpired. Like I said, I'm role playing. Anson's just into the cargo wall.
And Z is just starting to like intertwine his body with the cargo netting on the side of the things, like putting his leg in and around and looping it through like some huge Afghan blanket with his toes stuck through it.
Try not to choke yourself out. It's
Well, I heard there was something about that too.
Okay.
These kids.
Yeah. If no one rallies you, then after 15 minutes, you're after a stretch, you'll heal the point of stress.
Yeah.
So, I think
But
you're
then he's
just
still
sitting
in the
there.
helicopter, and then he'll
Yeah.
freak out again anyway. I think it's once he gets out of the helicopter he can recover.
Mhm.
And the site of the Mediterranean comes in view. And you see your raft there.
Start getting the smell of the salt air.
And the helicopter
Fucking raft?
goes. You want to land by the raft? You're almost on E.
Yeah. Is the raft still functional? Because didn't it get shot through bullets by the
No,
Special
it's
Forces guys being countered?
it seems to be in a. I don't remember. Was it? Did it go flat? I think it was okay, wasn't
I
it?
think it took 1 point of damage, but I think it's still up and
Yeah,
about.
it's got it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was the wasn't it Ava got shot, her and West were in the boat still, something like that.
Yeah,
Ava got
that's
shot,
what
yeah.
happened.
That I remember that.
But yeah, I'll touch down by the raft, or far enough away so where I won't the
Float
air
the boat
buffing
away?
it. I'll just
Yeah.
I'll blow it.
The boat lifts in the air like a porta potty in a tornado.
Oh boy. We're back. I hope to God they didn't leave without us. Oh man. Oh boy, this is funny.
We weren't able to get any radio calls through or nothing.
No,
Can we
but
try second time in this next shift?
Not with her freaking out.
but she figured it out.
And maybe as he lands, Captain Mike can resend another signal.
Yep. And
Yep.
I still have that, like, the big backpack radio that we found initially in my backpack, so
Who's
if
going to carry
push
that?
comes to shove, we can just set that up.
So other than the smoke grenade and the frag grenade, you said other supplies that we would have would be regular AK stuff. How many mags of AK were in the helicopter?
10.
I'll take 2.
I mean, I got all kinds of stuff on me from before still, so I don't know if I need anything.
You,
I'm good with mags.
Z,
We should probably still carry them just so we have that option. So that's
You
8.
carry that, all those extras?
Yeah, if you're able to. If you wouldn't mind
I
to.
have space in the backpack, so I'll grab
Cool.
all 10 then.
Were there any pistol mags? Because I'm low on pistol mags. If not, yeah.
yeah, because they have pistols too, so there is
I got
That's
two
part of
mags
Macaron.
of 45.
One mag. Pistol mag.
Okay, I'll take. If you don't mind, I'll take that one pistol mag.
Yeah, because
Sure.
you realize that some of the viewers are keeping track of our ammo, right? They thought you were
Mm-hmm.
using more than you had.
So, Father, I'll take.
Well, it's being kept track of on the sheets. I don't know why they're thinking that.
Keep close eye on me, guys, because I'm not the best at keeping track. You know,
But-
I was a bankroll my life.
But Z, you finally the helicopter lands and you start to feel a little bit at peace. You gain your stress back, or you lose the stress. But you got to roll empathy. You got to pass an empathy roll, or you get a mental trauma.
Okay. Straight empathy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
That was my bad.
You are a very bad luck, man.
Oh, God. Okay, roll D10. Five. Nocturnal. Sleep only possible during morning and day shifts. Ooh.
Well, that's me anyway. That's I'm okay with that.
So, Omega, I'm gonna spend, some time, pulling the whatever piping they're using for the cargo seats in the back. I'm gonna work on fashioning a crutch for myself.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Try and give it a good foot pad, with I don't know, whatever cargo netting, and then try and snowshoe it or something, so that when it's in the sand it doesn't go just straight in like a pipe would.
And Eva's like, so how's the pain, Anson?
Should I roll some sort of D10 on how bad it is?
You could role play it.
I'm gonna role play it. Yeah, no, I mean, it's a lost leg, and that was recent, so it's it's pretty bad. You got some painkillers.
Okay, well,
Probably shaking a little
here's
bit.
a little heroin for you. This is all you're getting.
Okay. Okay.
You have a
Alright.
never-ending supply of. You have a drug bag on you.
Yeah, she's got a
Eva.
bag. Yeah,
Bunch of fucking heroin you're pulling out,
I'm just
or
giving her a
drugs in general. Yep.
Should I roll the addiction thing, if it for resistance with the negative?
little. No. Next time when you start to withdraw from because right now you got your rush, so you're good
Okay.
right now. Wait till you're not good no more.
Probably have her work on redoing the bandages of the stump,
We'll say like a
because you said it was just above the knee, right?
yeah. We'll say the high lasts like a shift. Then you start to feel the pain again.
Okay.
Okay.
Just to let you guys know, obviously I have my crushed fingers. I also have internal bleeding, meaning I'm down and I can't get up. I can only crawl, so I'll need assistance in walking.
Yep. I'll help you out of the plane.
Don't you have just one
Chopper.
day left on the crushed fingers?
Yeah, 1 day left, exactly.
How much long you got left on the internal bleeding?
11 days. It's only been 1 day since we had the crash, right? I think it's been 1 day, so yeah, 11 days more.
Yep. I'll be supporting you as I pull you out of the co-pilot chair. Just lean on me, man. I gotcha. Don't
Thank you, Kat.
try to relax. Oh boy.
And you got this big tank of antiviral. I don't think this is going to fit in there. It's got to be something we could do.
Is it? It's not as heavy as that original tank, is it?
And
Yeah.
we find a flotation device in the chopper, which we can create a little a pulley and drag it from the back of our craft into a little boat. Or I'm sure we could cut some seat pads that we could tie it to, and
In the case of a water landing, the seats in the back are a flotation device.
exactly. Like how you're thinking, Father.
Eva goes and looks. She looks in the back of the helicopter, and there's some scuba gear.
Interesting. Why the hell would they have scuba gear?
Huh. Did we get the hind that belonged to the amphibious crew? Apparently, is that what happened?
I mean,
Yeah.
if there's scuba gear, we can take the vest, the buoyancy devices, and then inflate them, and then use them as flotation devices. Would that work? It depends upon how many buoyancy control devices there are. There's like maybe 4 or 5.
There's
Strap them onto.
2 sets of scuba gear with 4 tanks.
2 sets doesn't seem like a lot.
And how big is the anti-zombie antiviral?
It's
tank?
that huge tank, like 500
It's the
pounds
same
tank.
size?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's that same tank.
No.
Remember you crashed?
Can we?
Crashed, and then the Russians came, picked you up, and picked the tank up with it, and it's left in that same helicopter that you got now.
How about this idea, guys? We pop the dome off the chopper. Okay, we sit it so it's concave over the ocean. We suspend the viral tank from it, and from that tank we put those 4 tanks, and we continually shoot air up into the bubble we've created with the dome of the helicopter, and we'll have to go slow, but it might work if we can't find another way to make it buoyant.
That's a good point.
It's got to be something simpler, like a raft on the.
Well, it's the how buoyant is it going to be in the salt water in the first place? I mean, it's 500 pounds to like lift it, but that doesn't mean it's going to be completely. It'll either sink or it'll have some sort of buoyancy.
You have to displace over 500 pounds of water.
How heavy is an average human? I don't know pounds.
200 is what they usually go for.
Oh, okay. So if it's 200, right? And then we
200?
have 2
That's not average.
with 2.
For
Omega might weigh 200 in that scale.
for engineering purposes, they usually default to 200 pounds.
Okay, so if a human being is 200
Holy
pounds,
crap.
right? That means 1 BCD can take up to about 200 pounds, meaning 2 BCDs can take up to 400 pounds, right? So if we find something else that can help the 2 BCDs, I think we should be good. Because each BCD should be able to, needs to take 250, right? That might be a little bit too much for the BCD best.
Officially, the average weight in Asia is about 130 pounds. Africa is about 180 in North America.
Yeah, so we've used those 2 buoyancy control devices, and then maybe add a little bit more, something that can float on the helicopter, and we should be good. It should be able to float.
Works for me.
Yeah, that
What would
makes
float
sense.
on the helicopter? Let's scavenge it.
Nothing that I can readily think of.
Damn. Oh, would they have like flotation devices on it, like we have on a normal airplane?
I mean, like life vests.
Yes.
It depends on what the DM says. GM.
What are you looking for?
Flotation devices.
On
They
the
had life vests.
no, there isn't.
So the only thing that we have is the two scuba gear then. So I guess we'll start working the tank out of the helicopter, drag it to the shore with the scuba gear, and start trying to see if it'll float with your idea of the flotation vests from the scuba gear.
Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna grab the tank and go try to see if it floats in the ocean. Okay. So you all lug the tank out of the helicopter, and you're putting the 2 life vests on this big 500-pound tank. It's kind of hard to kind of fit it on there.
Only
But-
only people that can really do it is Katarina, because both Mike and I are crawling. And, you know, I don't know what shape Father's in, but I don't think he's lifting a 500-pound tank with one leg. So, I guess we just go through.
Try and drag it out.
Okay, so I don't have a tank, so Z and Katarina and Mike Love was trying to drag the tank in. And Z, when you turn around, no, never mind.
So the scuba tanks, are the scuba tanks themselves have air in them, or are they expended?
They have air in them, but you realize that the tank sinks. It's not
Yep.
practical.
Tank sinks.
It's not working.
I was going to say, because the scuba tanks, you know, have buoyancy. I mean, that's why scuba divers have to wear the weight belts to compensate. But it wouldn't compensate maybe for the weight of the drum.
But see, when you step in the water, you see a saltwater crocodile.
Oh.
It goes to bite your leg, and next thing you know, it's gone.
What is gone?
The saltwater crocodile.
Lunch is gone.
Oh, okay.
It
Oh
was,
man, we're
I'll
hallucinating.
turn to Ava. You
It
sure
was-
that was a small dose?
it was all in your head. It was all in the head because you I guess back in your time you had an encounter with the saltwater crocodile in the ocean, and it was just a memory. It wasn't real.
Sure felt real to me. I think I went pee-pee again.
You're starting.
Are we all high?
He's
That's what it
stressed.
sounds like.
He's stressed, and he's at a mental breakdown.
Okay, Mike starts looking around. Can we maybe find some kind of wood or anything around the beach that we can use as a buoyancy device to add on to the BCD?
I'm telling you, let's make that biodome I talked about. That hydrosphere.
How big is that Zodiac boat?
It's not big
See,
enough
it
to
looks
carry.
like we're leaving it here.
It could probably carry that thing by itself. Maybe. You could probably
Well, that's why I was gonna look it up on what the weight is for, but it depends on how big it is.
No, you could definitely, that could definitely hold it. But you guys would have to be, it would take up the whole area. You'd have to be hanging on top of it and on the side of it.
Could we?
When I googled the how long it is, it says that they're between 13 and 30 feet. Depends on just how big ours is.
That looks like an 8-man
Google
boat.
says.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think
Holds
ours is
1,000 pounds
30.
probably, plus the motor.
Okay, well, Eva's like, well, I have an idea, everybody. You guys are going about it the wrong way.
Oh,
How
Shoot, Ava.
these
Take a small sample, huh?
these oxygen tanks, how about we store the antiviral in those small tanks? So just take four small tanks. We don't need this big huge
Yeah.
tank of it.
Well, if you say
there
that
any way
that's
to,
a huge
like,
tank, then let's do
Pump
that.
it in there? Do we have the ability to pump it into the tanks?
I'm not an engineer myself. My tech is... Well, it's actually not bad. She's got an A and a C.
Whoa.
So
Okay.
technically, she's the brains of the outfit
Yeah.
as far as that tech stuff. Because I just got a D and an
Yeah, I'm sure I could
Yeah, I
figure it
have
out.
AB myself. Yeah, I can assist you then, or you can assist me and like guide me on how to pump it then, if you think it could be done.
Yeah, it was just a matter of filling the tanks up. We'll let out all the oxygen, and then we'll just attach the hose to the exhaust on the large tank, and it should just fill up. I'll
Isn't
roll-
the large
Interesting.
tank like being kept cold by like cryogenics or something?
Yeah, it was kept cold by liquid helium.
Yeah, liquid helium, yeah. I mean, will the sample still be viable after, it's removed from...
Oh yes, it's
The
surrounded by
container?
liquid helium.
Because I thought like there were just small vials, and then the whole 500-pound thing was like a cooling unit. Was I understanding correctly?
I don't remember, to be honest with you. It's so far in between these episodes, I don't remember.
A. Forgot to make a note.
Yeah, I never make notes.
Make a call.
You sure it was vials? I said vials?
I thought vials. I don't know. I just thought vials. I wasn't sure. So you're saying
No.
it's like liquid inside there, right?
Right, but the point, I'm pretty sure it was not vials, and it was
Okay.
But there was the refrigerated like containment unit wrapped on the outer shell thing, or something like that.
That's the way I remember it, but...
Okay.
So...
Ooh.
So yes, well, we could probably fill the tanks with liquid helium, and then put gas in vials, bullet casings. We'll put the gas in bullet casings and put them in the liquid helium.
Guys, aren't chopper blades made out of carbon fiber?
Technically,
And they float, I'm pretty sure. And they would they would suspend that fucking weight. It would drag underneath it, but it would not sink it, and it wouldn't pull the boat down. Why don't we just take the chopper wings off and float that fucker off it and get past it?
You got
Simple
heavy-
solution.
You got heavy vehicle tools to undo Jesus nuts on a helicopter?
Well, fucking a chopper's got all the tools you need, motherfucker.
Not necessarily.
Should.
Okay. I have another idea. Why don't, instead of taking the boat, we just fly the helicopter and then ditch it
I
when
think
we
we're out
find
of
the
fuel.
submarine? We're out of fuel.
Pretty low.
I think so.
You're low. You got a little bit, but it's
Low.
low.
Yeah.
You're on the
Well,
red.
how about this?
Let's try and. They're supposed to be supposedly trying to meet us. Why don't we try and get them on the radio? Because
Yeah,
then
let's-
if they have another boat, we could ask them to send another Zodiac so that we can
Send help.
have a Zodiac in tow.
Yes, like if we
The
put
tank.
if we put the antiviral in the oxygen tanks, they're so chilled that it'll take at least a day before they thaw
Okay.
to spoilage
If you
levels.
think that that's been done, then let's do that. You guys
Okay.
can work on that. I'll try and raise the what was it? The main on the radio.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, because we still have like the big man pack that we found before, and then there's the one on the chopper. So between those two, we should be able to hail them. But yeah, let's get to pumping, I
Mike,
guess.
You might want to help me, Mike. I'm a little
Okay.
woozy.
Okay. I kind of crawl over to you and then I'll be like, hey, you okay?
Us Uber cripples. Let's do this.
Z just, I guess,
trying to use my new crutch.
just take it easy for, like, take a rest if you can, man. I know
Gotta go
You
sit
know
in
it's
the
been really
boat.
stressful
Well, once
for
we
you.
get to the radio, we'll just be lying on the sand.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
sit in a
I'm
nice soft boat
Maine.
and relax.
I'm in Maine.
Yeah,
I'll turn the
catch a
knob for
tan,
you.
man.
You speak.
You
Yeah,
look
yeah.
kind of pale. Oh boy. But yeah, I'll work with Ava to pump it into the tanks. That's what cat'll do.
Okay, so you two are working on that, and Anson and Mike are trying to get the main on the radio.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, give me a tech roll.
All right. Do I get a +1 for Mike helping?
With the gnomes.
Yep.
Okay. Come on, I'm gonna push. Come on, you piece of shit. We gotta do this.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
You just gotta you just gotta yell at it. That makes it work.
Meta wise, I only had 1 stress left, so if I would have got 1 stress, I would have been.
Oh no, you would have freaked out again.
I know. Yeah, well,
Here.
I want off
You're
this
all
goddamn
struggling.
beach.
Oh boy.
I don't want to be dealing with sand anymore.
If any of you guys
Fucking
look over,
hate
you see Z sort of tinkering with the boat and the motor and looking at those steering components on it. He's getting it ready, it looks like.
Do we get a reply from the main?
No, you're pretty.
Oh.
You're certain that you're using the right frequency, but there's no answer at all.
All right, so maybe they're not out there. Maybe they're not close enough. Barring. Okay, because of the time frame of the real life games, and what's the time frame of where we're at here now on the beach versus when we were supposed to potentially have the main meet us? Is it like another day yet before they're supposed to be on site?
No, you're like a couple days late.
Oh, is it a couple days
So
late?
I remember it was either 3 or 4 days, and it's been like 7.
Ooh, that's not.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
Yeah.
Didn't
Be-
didn't we
because
ask
my
them for
crushed
like
finger.
8 days though?
Z talks
Yeah,
a lot.
I did.
The first journey was like, I forget how many days it took you just to get on the first journey there.
Yeah,
I think
we
it
were
was like
only-
a couple days.
Right. Well, the point of it was I knew that there was only like 2 or 3 days. I
Yeah,
can't remember which way.
You were yeah. I remember that you were late. You were past overdue like a while ago.
We're way late because my crushed fingers is 7 days, and we're on day 6 now. I have 1 more day left.
Right, and that your crushed fingers happened at the.
Right when we
at the
landed.
base.
So
Yeah,
add,
yeah.
Add another. What was it? 2 days that we took to get there.
No. My crushed finger happened on the beach.
Oh, on the beach.
On the
Okay, so
beach.
it's
On
only
that
been-
firefight, I got shot in the hand.
Right. Okay. So then it's only been 7 days then.
6. Because I have 1 more day left on my crushed
Right,
finger.
but I mean from us leaving the main though.
Oh, yes. Yeah, okay.
Effectively 7 days. So technically, then that means that we're right on time, ish.
Yeah.
But they might not be too far away or whatever.
How many days did
Anyway.
they give us, though? Anyone know?
Okay,
It was
okay.
7 days.
We'll say
Oh,
that
okay,
we'll
cool.
say that you're right on time then. Okay.
The point being that they might not be in range, or So I talked to Mike. Like, what do you think? We need to once every 4 hours, give them some more time.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we don't want to drain the batteries by constantly berating them.
Sounds good.
Set
So
up some
every once in a
perimeters.
while, we'll send out a message. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you think we should set up perimeters and maybe use the helicopter to find an elevated spot that that's within hiking distance where we could have an observatory point.
Well, let's take. It's a great idea, Z. But here, let's take a assessment of this situation here, as he's like kind of. I don't have a leg. You have a punctured lung. He has internal bleeding and crushed hands. And I don't remember how bad off Cat is.
I
know
still
that-
have concussion. That has a couple days on it.
Right.
I got off the least compared to all of y'all.
And then Ava's been shot / isn't in super great shape either. So
Maybe we should just make this chopper comfy for the night.
right, I think we just need to focus on being here and hope that the next, radio call or two, in a couple hours, hopefully we get a hold of the main. At least that's my.
Can we
thought.
tell where the tide's at, Omega? By the color of the beaches? Are we at full? Because if we're not at full, our boat's going to disappear.
Well, I'm not going to bring the tide into this. We'll save.
All right, good
Yeah.
enough.
I mean, it's been here a couple of days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember
Anything
that
else we can
storm.
do? Anything else we can do? So far we are checking intervals on the radio. Hopefully they'll contact us, but you can't leave it to hope. Anything else we can actively do?
And no, but just let Eva roll her tech for the, which a +1 for the tanks.
No, what?
I want to check the boat over and make sure it's in tip-top shape.
According to this, the difference in tide for the Libyan shore is 16 inches between low and high tide.
No, it's not that much.
Eva's.
Just
That's not
drag
bad.
the boats up a couple of feet, you're good to go. You know what I mean?
This is proving to be really frustrating there, Katerina. We're gonna need to work on it longer, another shift at least. But I'm tired. It's almost dark. We need to eat. Everybody needs to rest. We need to drink.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah, there's food and water, 5 food and 5 water that were in the thing. Yeah, we all need to eat, and I'll take a look at it, see if I can get it pumped. If you want to rest.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to sleep. The night just is not gonna let me sleep. I don't think it's been. I'll stay on watch if you want.
you're gonna get sleep
Absolutely.
deprived.
Well, I have that thing. I can't sleep at night. I'm nocturnal.
Oh yeah.
You can sleep in the morning. But
Yeah.
I'll take the food and water off of the helicopter, and that'll
Okay.
feed and water us for tonight. But then we're going to be hosed.
Yep. Oh boy.
Do some fishing.
Yep, I'm sure we can jury rig something up to fish if it comes down to it.
And I like to
Alright.
look over that boat before I start my watch duties to make sure, or during the beginning of my watch, trying to make sure it's in good, decent enough repair.
Speaking of your watch duty, Z, before, like, say Mike and I lay down, we'll show you how to do the radio so that you can
Okay.
do the radio calls every 4 hours.
Okay. You guys sleep well. I'll watch well. You don't. Why'd you watch well? Why'd you be
Alright.
Oh,
real good?
Thanks,
Watch
Waju.
well. Say it 5 times.
Why'd you watch well? I know how to crunch too.
Well, somebody make a survival roll to make the camp.
I have a C myself. So A is an apple, C is in cat.
I have CD.
But you're busy with the tech trying
True.
to pump, or did you guys decide to wait until morning to do that because of what Ava was saying?
I was gonna try it while she rests, see if I could get it to function.
Okay. Well, then I'll do the survival then for the camp.
I don't know if I can help because I'm unable to walk.
Well, it's the making camp is just basically like the making sure we're in the area, making the fire.
You can clear the fire pit when you're on your belly.
I
Okay.
get super involved.
Yeah, you can
Right.
get like a camping
windbreak.
a mishap if you'd feel.
I'll-
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'll help you then. I'll just
All right.
do what I can on my
survival
belly.
+1.
Oh, there's
Hell
good.
yeah. Nice.
2 successes for the
Beautiful,
sword.
Cam.
So no mishaps. We were able to make the fire.
And
We
Ansted,
were able to not
roll
have bed bugs.
roll for stamina to see if you could withdraw from the heroin
Yep.
craving.
Do I have negatives?
No, just say no.
Okay. So stamina. Got
Okay.
a single success.
Yeah, you're trying.
So
You
doing okay so far.
yeah, you're feeling the urge of it, but you're trying to fight this because you don't want to be addicted to it. You got some sort of
Right.
strength. And so everybody's got enough food and water.
Yep.
Starting to feel a little human again.
Okay, yeah, humid as the sun starts to peek up.
Just as the dawn rises, you guys are all woken by this sound. You wake up angry, thinking Z fell asleep, but he just fell asleep at that break of that dawn, that first true light after false dawn. And he's laid out, stretched across the 2 layers of the inflatable. He looks totally comfortable and drooling, and he's only has 1 day left on that entry, so it appears his breathing's a little better.
Question. Since we had a good night's sleep, or as good as it can be, do I reduce 1 stress and 1 hit capacity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get ready because
Okay.
without we'll be starving pretty soon.
Yeah.
And Katerina, roll your tech roll to see if you manage to get the liquid helium into the tanks.
Yep.
Can I roll some of them electronics rolls that happened during the night too? With them
You mean the radio calls?
radio roll, yeah.
I'll save you from rolling. Just say you tried all night and you couldn't
Nothing.
contact them yet.
Okay. Would I get a bonus from my mechanic specialty? Because it says for repairing engines, vehicles, generators, and pumps. This is technically a pump to pump it into the thing. Or would that not apply here? Would that not apply here? Ugh,
No.
Can't talk.
No.
Okay. Just flat then. That's fine.
Wow.
I'll push that.
You sure? Isn't your stress?
Oh.
You're
Well,
you're hanging on the border of insanity there.
Somebody's gonna have to drive that boat.
Well, I didn't get any splats, so I don't take any additional stress.
Okay.
It's only if I roll splats
Oh
when
yeah,
I
yeah,
push.
right. Yeah.
I'm gonna move Z into the leeward shaded area of the helicopter.
Yeah, he's toasting.
I don't need to have you lobster broiled over there.
My fair European Polish skin.
Well, Eva
Probably
looks
have
like
to have
you
Mike help me do
need to
that
keep working
too.
at that.
Oh, yeah, he wakes up. I wake up and I trudge my way over.
Over there, sleep over there.
Okay. I was up all night, guys. I didn't fall asleep till I woke you.
We're all alive. We're good.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Just keep holding on, man. It's all good. Oh
Doing
boy.
Tokyo.
I don't really want to sleep next to this chopper, though. I'm a little afraid of it. I gotta get out of the clique. I can't be here. I can't.
You just
When
go lay in the Zodiac or something.
Well, that is the point. So, is it a fear of when he's flying in the helicopter, or just fear of the helicopter just in general? Because then you probably wouldn't
Emily,
want to be sleeping.
if I'm in the same hex, I'm in fear.
All right, so we're gonna have to make a tarp or something for you over at the Zodiac.
Just put a blanket over my head. I'll be fine. I got this helmet you gave me. This helmet will do me up right good. Cover up my peachy white
Or,
skin.
if you have to, just take your over
degrees.
the over.
Why are you always trying to undress me? Stop it. Stop it now.
Well, if you need to cover yourself, it's better than nothing. So quit your bitch and.
I just need some sleep, folks. It's been a long night.
Main, come in. Hello.
You're trying the radio again? You do hear some Russian. You pass a station
Oh,
in here.
man.
You hear speaking Russian. You need to understand Russian to hear what they're saying.
And the only person that does is Cat, I think, right?
I do.
Oh,
too.
Z. Yeah, he's
Oh,
asleep.
Z
I'm
does,
sleeping.
but he's asleep.
Okay, Kat, can you listen in? Can you tell us what they're saying?
Yeah, I'll come over and put on the headset or whatever to try and listen in.
The Americans, they have a hidden Delta team or something. They are somewhere in the desert. They infiltrated our base. They stole the antiviral. Without it, we can't even cure our own outbreaks. We must find it. You must send all personnel in the area to locate these Americans.
Okay, so
Anyway,
we're gonna have
I'll,
the
yep,
desert rat
translate
patrols
that.
on us.
ah,
Probably
fuck, of course.
Would they have an idea of where we are? Did we leave any behind? Did Probably not. So they don't know where our ship is, our little raft is, right? Because
Okay.
we killed them all.
Well, I'll
It
leave a little.
depends- Number one, it depends on the foot traffic / how much that's disappeared in the last X amount of days. If they're flying again with, I don't know how many helicopters these guys have. Seem to have a lot.
Wasn't there a big sandstorm,
Yeah, there was. So
on the third
we
day?
should
So
be
that
fine.
probably
Right,
that probably
but
washed.
there's still gonna be patrols, and then they're gonna
Yeah.
assume what they assume. I'm gonna assume that we don't have but another day or two that we can stay here before
Yeah.
we're gonna be forced to do something else. I mean, because can't wait here forever for the main.
And that's what else you heard on the radio. What direction were they headed? The last report from the helicopter 204 stated that they were headed north in the direction of the Mediterranean.
See, so
Is this north?
they know. Yeah, they know where we're at.
Okay, I wasn't sure
So
what.
they're gonna be probably sending beach
Sorry.
patrols pretty soon.
Yeah. The God damn it, words. The boat we have runs on gas or something, right? Because it has a motor, right, or something.
Yes.
Crap, move the hind.
The boat runs on gas, yeah.
Okay. So how much fuel is left in the tank for our boat? Or it's a rib boat, not a Zodiac. I remember now.
I think chopper fuel is a little different, but I'll allow you to grab it and use it for the boat.
Okay. Is there a jerry can or something on the hind that we can drain it into the can to fill the boat?
I'll say you got a jerry can that allows you to fill the boat twice.
Okay. So I'll put that in my notes. So jerry can fill boat twice, 2 times.
But you check the rubber boat, it's already almost empty, so you got to fill it once. So you got 1 refill.
Okay.
And Eva states, well, we still got we can't abandon the virus. We came all this way for nothing.
Right. No, that's why we need to try and
Yeah.
transfer it with your idea into the smaller tanks so we can get out of here.
Well,
Yeah, I was just.
both of us are having
thinking
trouble
about-
doing this.
Well, let's see what we can do to maybe give you guys a different idea or help, and I'll throw in my assistance, supervisory, via
Well-
holding myself up with a crutch. What are you guys doing so far with that? Oh, well, maybe try this.
Yep.
Okay, but Z needs to sleep anyways. I'll take a shift. It'll bring us to about noon. By the time
Yep.
okay. So I guess Evil will try, but you realize I'm an NPC and I can't push. But
Well, I'll
Right,
make the
so-
roll if it comes to that.
Right, so it's the Eva's helping, I'm helping. Is that a +2?
Am I awake now?
no,
Yes.
at the end of this, you're going to be awake. After they try getting the gas in the can, the tank.
Yep. And you'll heal 2 HP and 2 stress for if you sleep through these entire 2 shifts. Z. Okay, so tech with a +2.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Push that. Jesus
man.
Christ.
Oh my god.
Oh, 1 stress. Oh, this is not good.
Oh.
The dice gods do not want us to have the viral.
You rolled a D12 and a D10. Wow.
A 2d12.
2d12 is still
2d12.
nothing. That's 3 shifts. You can't even do it. So it's noon now, and you realize, damn, can't do it. And then you hear on the radio.
You guys didn't get that worked out yet. You listen to Vaju. Vaju make many stills. I run vodka production at base. Keep old boys well lubricated. I still think we should float this thing. You guys don't want to try my idea? And Vaju starts trying to take apart.
At this point, we're gonna have to try that because we need to get out of here.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do, the thing with the air compressor, since they already released the air, I can't do that idea anymore with the little parabolic bell. So I'm gonna try and use the tools from the chopper and get the blades off and use it as essentially a pontoon. We can put them as pontoons on the side of the thing where we can drop it, create the whole rig with the raft, a pontoon on each side of the raft, and drop the thing below it, just floating. That looks like a look of incredulity, Omega, so I don't think you're buying my idea very much. But that motherfuckers float.
Okay, if you say so. But
All right.
first, I'm gonna you could try something each shift, and I'm gonna roll a d4. On a 4, they found you, or they're coming, and each shift I'm gonna do d4 plus 1. If equals 4, they're coming. So here's the d4, just no modifier. 1. So they're not coming this shift. So you could try it. Your idea. Explain it in
Who's
detail
gonna help me?
and roll a tech roll.
Yeah, who's gonna help me?
So what are you doing exactly again? Are you trying to?
I'm doing a flotilla with the blades.
Okay, the blades don't float though.
Yeah,
They
I
won't float?
just checked. They will not float.
They're made of a lightweight material, but that means they're also denser than water, causing them to sink. Per the internet.
Well, that doesn't make gaming very fucking fun.
Well,
Fucking losers.
remember buoyancy. You gotta displace the water because a boat's made of metal, right? But there's all air in between. So
Well,
it's
here's a question.
the average density is
How-
less than water.
How easy is it, per se, to pull the gas tank out of the helicopter? Like, could we maintenance pull panels?
Just leave it empty as a floater. Yeah,
Right.
big bobber. Yeah, I like that idea. I'm gonna try that.
And the
I'm
jerry
gonna-
cans as well. The jerry cans, right?
And
They're-
scuba tanks and whatever
and
else.
scuba tank.
Right.
Yeah, and the BCDs.
seat
Yeah.
cushions.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're stripping this bitch down.
Yeah,
And
let's
how
do it.
much help can I get?
Motherfucker.
Or what about the idea? Just put it on the boat itself, and just try to hang on the boat. You know?
Right, that's last.
Yeah, I don't
resort.
like sharks.
That's like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
like.
and then there's no
Omega.
guarantee we're getting
With your
picked up either.
I got sharks in the plan too.
All right, so what we
Oh,
need to do,
fuck.
is we need to have one person continue on the radio, And I would say once an hour while we're working on it this next shift of trying to pull the gas can tank out of the helicopter.
Yeah.
Technically, I would imagine that isn't easily done, but
So you're gonna put this tank, pull it out, and use everything you got to try to keep it afloat in the water. Is basically what you're
and
doing.
I'm going to use on my tech roll. I have a specialty of locksmith, which is for picking locks, cracking safes, and disarming alarms, which should certainly do with taking apart a fucking chopper. I'm thinking. So it's a +1 modifier. Okay.
well, the big thing is, does the Hind have vehicle tools on it?
Oh, come on. You just not want to do it? How many questions are we going to ask here?
Trying to be realistic about the situation.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it's got to have some kind of tools on it. It's a chopper.
It does, you said?
Yeah, I would say it has tools. Yeah.
Okay. All
I mean,
right.
they got to be able to do repairs,
Yeah.
mid-flight even. All right. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take that gas tank out, strip that down, and create a big bobber for this thing. So I'm going to use my +1 locksmith modifier. And do I?
I'll stay on the radio just in case I get any more
Well-
alerts in Russian. Just so,
That's a
in
good
case
idea.
we. Yeah.
This would be a
And
perfect
like-
heavy machinery roll. It would be perfect because you got to lift heavy things and everything, right? The tech just doesn't seem to fit it.
Well, then you just
it's-
give it a minus.
It's more of a. I think the tech's already there. It's more of like a strength, isn't it?
Like construction working?
I don't know. Okay, I say you have to pass a tech roll. And
And also a strength roll with moving stuff around.
well, it's yeah. Strength is a base skill, so say stamina because they give you 2 dice, right?
Okay.
So a tech and a stamina roll to do this.
I'll have, and while we're doing this, I'll have Eva have her rest, so she's rested during this shift because I don't remember how much rest she got.
Oh, she slept last night. She was tired.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I forgot.
You didn't sleep. You were up all
Yep.
night.
Yeah, and I'll stay sleep deprived just so I can be on the radio.
Okay.
Oh, you stayed up? I thought Z was the one who stayed up.
No, she tried to fix the. She tried to do the tank
We
thing
both-
during the
yeah.
night.
Because he's nocturnal and couldn't, so he kept watch and I.
Okay, so
Tried to pump it.
Z's taking everything out, taking the gas tank out, using that as a bobber, using you took the cushions out of the seat, a little bit buoyant there. You're taking every kind of piece that you could find at every kind of fluid container.
I
Scuba
imagine
related
that
gear?
It's so Z's doing that. Mike, you're trying to help as best you can. I'm trying to help as best you can because
Yeah.
literally, it's I have one leg, you have your
Okay,
problems, and
so-
Z's got his punctured
So
lung.
whoever's doing the flotation device, I'd say it's Z. That's a tech roll, and whoever's helping with that could help them. And then whoever's taking the tank out, and moving it to the ocean, I want a stamina roll. It's
Right,
500
so
pounds, so
Z-
it should have a couple people working on that one too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. All three of us are working on this as best we can. I mean,
Okay.
if Ava wants to help, that's fine too. But
Oh, cool. My
so
my
Z, go ahead and do your
concussion
rolls,
is
and
healed.
you can do
So the
rolls
tech
since
roll.
it's
How do
your
I
roll.
add two? How do I add 2 help dice?
So you would click on tech, and then you just do the +2 when it comes up.
The modifier +2,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I got the locksmith +1 already.
Yep.
All right, so I have +3 here.
Hell
Okay.
yeah. Nice.
Okay. So we're
Oh,
able to
I
do that.
didn't see that roll.
It's
what happened?
2 successes.
Oh, wow. Why didn't I see it,
Maybe-
though? That's so weird.
Maybe refresh your foundry.
Okay.
Maybe. And then you got to do the stamina roll then now too.
Yep. And I'll take your help from that as well, guys. And that's a stamina. And that's the one I switched. Remember pre-game?
Yep.
To, yep. Oh well. So I got a -2. I got a punctured lung with a -2, and I get
So you're just
+2 for
rolling
your
flat.
help. So I come
All
to even
flat.
on that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, which makes sense because there's just 3 cripples
Yeah.
trying to do this thing.
Okay.
Hey! Awesome.
It worked.
We managed to do it anyway.
Okay, so it's now 6 at night, and you're on the boat.
Fucking
D4
tired.
plus 1.
You may have to manually just roll the d4, then add 1, because if you add a plus, it'll mess things up. Or does it take it into account, I believe?
No, it's good.
No, I don't think it did. Yeah, it
Speed
did.
reader in here.
I rolled a 2. I don't know. I'm going to roll a D4 normally. And then just add 1 to it. So 3. So you're good. Next one's add 2. So it's now 6 o'clock p.m. And you got the tank in the water. And it's bobbing up and down, floating. It's working.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
So we use like cargo netting to snag it and tie it to the Zodiac. And let's get out of here.
Let's go.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
do one more radio call to the main and then get out of here. The
With our
radio that you have,
back.
Kat, it has its own battery power source, right?
Yeah, because it's like a man pack one.
Okay. All right. Well,
I think we should do it in the water as we go.
It makes no difference if we're on shore or not. I mean,
Did you test it?
Okay.
Make sure it's all working. We're good. The man pack. Half the
Yep.
stuff in Russia don't work. I hope that's not Russian built.
It worked the last time I turned it on, so yeah.
Okay. I trusted you. You Captain Most Pilot.
Oh
point
boy.
is, can we do one more radio call before we set off in the dinghy, as it were?
Yep.
Captain, my captain, do you think maybe we explode this? We could explode the chopper here? They think we all died. They won't chase us no more.
Well, I mean, it's been ransacked, so
No, we exploded. I have grenade.
It doesn't have a gas tank in it anymore.
it has no fuel in it because
Blowing it up isn't gonna, I don't think, make a difference. They'll maybe see the drag marks, maybe they won't.
Yeah.
We need the explosives in case we needed to defend ourselves, because the only explosives I'm aware of that we have is the one frag
Right back.
grenade that you found.
Oh, I still have the 2 frag grenades that we
Oh, okay. Well then,
got from those
yeah,
traps.
I have smoke grenade too. When you can't run away, you hide in smoke. Remember that.
Okay.
Why'd you take care of you, Captain, my captain?
Yeah, we might need it if they find us on the water, sort of thing.
Yep. But yeah, I'll do the one last radio call before we load to the Zodiac and head out.
Okay.
I don't
Once
plan.
Omega gets back.
I don't like heading out without knowing that the main's going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Let's see. You said you
really
had
far
one
away
tank
from-
of gas. Yeah. Well,
we're really far away from anywhere to get safely. Because oh man, I really
could
hope
just
there ain't no
stay-
fucking sharks.
It may be best to stay just on shore, close to shore. Just head east or west.
and we'd head north.
North into the sea. With thee, I guess.
Well,
Into
'cause
deep,
correct
deep
me if
sea.
I'm wrong, but wasn't the coast that we're at is it Algiers or Tunis, or are we further over on the coast of Africa? Omega.
I think I said, what did I say, Libya before?
Yeah, you did. I think.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
So
Yeah, you said
So
Libya.
we're like Tripoli-ish sort of thing, or anyway. Point being that if we head north, we could hit like Malta or Sicily or Italy, sort of thing, or we could head northwest to like Tunis. I mean, I just don't like leaving without knowing the main's gonna backup plan.
Yeah.
But it,
Yeah, I'll do the radio call before we head out, Omega.
okay, it's still silent. You don't hear anything from the main.
Oh man, that's not a good sign.
Could it be 'cause
It's
they're
been a
underwater?
while now.
I don't know.
It could be. All right. Well, we need to head out. We can't stick around waiting for these other Russians to patrol up on us. We're not. in
Yep,
I'm
the
gonna set a
let's
course for
fight.
Malta.
Yep, I'll pack up the man pack and
I don't
we'll.
know. I think
Off of the Zodiac.
I think at least for
Sicily?
right now, yeah, is to do like a northwest.
Yeah.
Because us trying to hit Malta without a compass is going to be really tough, and then it's potentially Sicily after that. But I don't know how far this gas is going to get us, even with a reload.
Yeah. Oh
So
boy.
and if we just get offshore at least 25 kilometers, 50 kilometers, something like that.
Captain,
And then-
Captain, my captain.
Yeah.
Were there any parachutes on the chopper? We could make a sail like they do. We used to fish like that with sails sometimes on the lures.
I think you asked that before. There's the Russians don't believe in parachutes.
The
Somehow I
doesn't
believe
know.
that.
Considering that these are probably like
You go to the death.
last,
There's no
like,
retreat.
dregs of the drugs of the Soviet military. I'm sure that all their parachute people are probably gone by now.
Can you imagine that cool boat we could have had? A paraglider. That would be cool. We could have got them all.
All right. So I guess we head out.
Yep.
Here's the
Okay.
crocodile.
That was just a dream.
That is a question. Did we know where on the Libyan coast we were at?
Center.
Where we landed? Center? Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, how about this? Is, we head offshore, and then instead of heading, because we're probably talking about limited gas, try and aim for whatever's left of Benghazi. What do you guys think?
You're in charge. You have the right, sir.
Okay.
Well, I think it's technically Cat does, but yeah, I agree. We should probably.
So you're just gonna go north into the.
Yeah.
Staff sergeant.
You're gonna go north into the
Yeah, for
center
now.
of the Mediterranean. Okay.
Well, north, and then for about 25, 50 clicks, still trying to get a hold of the main. If we don't get a hold of the main, then I say we start heading instead of towards Malta, since we're in the middle of the Libyan coast. It'd probably easier to go northeast to try and hit Benghazi or one of the other coastal cities.
Okay, sounds good. Just to
Yeah.
let you know,
It's a
there,
good
there
option.
seems to be there used to be a CIA outpost in Benghazi, going through my previous CIA contacts. So if we need something, maybe we could find Americans in the CIA outpost.
Hope so.
All right.
Fingers crossed.
Okay. So you're going out into the deep Mediterranean. The waves. You don't see any sign of the main. How far? You say it's about 20 kilometers. You said.
Yeah, just far enough that if they're patrolling the shore, even with a helicopter, there's a good chance they'll miss us. Hopefully, that's my thought process.
You could hear like the waves are bouncing. It's very loud, and you think you could hear like the sound of a helicopter in the distance, but you're not sure. It's hard to tell. Water's starting to get in the craft. It's like very wavy and hard to manage the craft.
Okay. Is it a storm or is
No, it's just it's a cloudy, windy day.
How far off, and in which direction are we hearing the maybe helicopter from?
From the south, which is right on this map. North is left.
Okay, so back toward the coast that we just left.
Yeah, that's probably Russian.
So, you hear
Whoa, what's that?
Fuck.
about 10, 20
Is that
meters
a whale?
to your south, to the north of you, right here. A missile or something landed and just sprayed a big splash of water into the air. You can't tell where it's coming from at the moment. You hear another.
It's
Right here.
Maneuvers.
Yep. Evasive maneuvers, guys. Hold on to your asses. Oh boy.
You're picking something up on your radio. It's in Russian.
Okay. I'm still manning it, so I'll listen in.
We found them. They're right here.
Oh,
100,
Damn it.
200 meters off my starboard bow. And then, as you
Guess
look,
they're not worried about being the anti-zombie stuff if they're willing to blow us up.
you look to the south
So
or the north, and you see this giant destroyer
oh no!
coming in your direction, firing those missiles right at you. And that is the end of the season.
So,
And that is the end of the season, everybody.
Oh man!
That's where we're gonna end it. Sorry. You got a Russian
man.
destroyer on your ass. You gotta wait till October to find out what's gonna happen with that.
oh, bro, I might be dead before then.
Well, yeah, if it goes, if you guys are free to play. If not, then that's where the story ends. Or you get somebody that plays Arnold Schwarzenegger for the second Running Man movie or something. Second Z. So, yeah, it's about ending time, 11:30. We couldn't really do too much with that. So,
I already had an idea about what we could do to try and get them to stop firing fucking missiles, but I'll just make a note of that. Season 3.
Never thought we'd get here.
yeah, it's
It
been
looks so good, though, crew.
it's been a crazy journey, man. All from that hospital in Sweden, to Africa to
Yeah.
here, right? They've been all over the world.
Yep. We've been lots of places so far.
2 continents.
And now we have at least one character with the permanent leg loss.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere.
And hopefully see what happens with this Russian destroyer.
Oh man!
You got lots of options, I would say.
It's surrendering, I guess.
Run away. Run away.
Yeah, because we're faster than a destroyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it may be in our best interest just to, call in, tell them we have the cure, and then,
Yeah, I agree.
live to fight another day, even if you have to, it sucks if we do get captured, but at least then we won't die in the middle of the fucking Mediterranean.
You can start eating borscht. It'll be all right. He can start brewing again. We can drink away our problems.
Did
Maybe we
you
have.
did you know
What's that old term? Glatstocks.
Did you know that there's back in a few hundred years ago, I think it was, this engineer had an idea to close off the Mediterranean. dam
yeah, I
it, to
heard
dam it.
about
And so it's just be
Really?
like, yeah. So there'd be no water or something in the Mediterranean, and just be like, yeah, it'd create more land basically.
So they want a dam between Morocco and Spain?
Yeah, the
that.
Gibraltar
No,
there.
it's straight
Oh.
at Gibraltar. Yeah, it was called
Yeah.
Atlantropa.
Wow. That's crazy.
That don't sound like a good idea.
It was a German
No.
architect, and it
Damn
was
project.
actually advised in the 1920s that he advocated and promoted until his death in 1952.
Yeah,
Project.
makes you wonder if
That's horrible.
it's definitely not feasible with climate change. I don't think, but I wonder if it was without it. You never know. Because
That's crazy because the Strait of Gibraltar is very important for shipping.
yeah, that too. Well, you create more land because there's one thing Europe doesn't have is land.
Well, what do you look at the Ural Sea? That's dry land now, and there's nothing in there. It's just
Well-
a dead seabed.
I'm looking at the project thing, and it looks like they were just proposing some dams that would wind up lowering the level by 100 to 200 meters. That would then expand the land of coastal and
Coastline, yeah.
islands and stuff. So you'd still be able to, I guess, be able to have river traffic somehow. I don't know.
That just
Here
seems like
that
a
has a extension of the Suez Canal that would go out, past that extra land or whatever.
that just sounds very crazy to me, and that does not sound like it would work at all. It sounds like it would cause
No.
more problems than solve.
Yeah, agree.
Solve them.
Damn.
Just
Yeah, especially like with the climate scientists say now is even if you put emissions at zero, stop them zero, doesn't matter. There's already enough carbon in the air that's going to absorb the radiation from the sun. All the ice is going to melt. It's going to melt eventually. It takes 100 years or whatever.
With Mother Nature.
We're supposed to go into another ice age, I guess, but that's not going to happen. But
I'm bringing the little ice age
But-
into my racing game.
they got that volcano in Italy,
Yeah,
that
we're-
super
we're
volcano that's
definitely-
active right now. That could
we're
cool.
still in an ice age because we have ice on our poles. And then if it melts, then we'll be in I forget what the other thing's called.
Yeah, the cycle. But supposedly the cycle was supposed to be over. Like the little ice age we had back a couple hundred years ago, that was supposed to be.
1851.
Yeah, that was supposed to be it was supposed to be going back towards the ice age. That's
So that was
what I
that
heard.
was a
I don't know
period
if
from
it's true.
1400 to 1851, supposedly. What I was looking at the other day, and it was like there was. I'm going to use it on a cycle running from the 70s. 1871 was I'm going to have it as a opening of the ice, and then in 1871 I'm going to have it again, which was about 20 years late, but it'll work for the game I'm making.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's like a lowering water in a lava tube. I found some wild stuff about. I was looking for this earthquake event in Sweden in 1851, which I found in the Library of Congress in the digital newspapers, and I found this other thing that was about historical events, natural events, and it took me to a link that talked about Martinique, the island of Martinique, and the volcanic activity there in 1851, and then 1839, 1851, 1902, and the first-hand accounts. I mean, it was pages of these just very short little, whether they were radio bursts to wherever, and from boats in and from islands out. But you're reading these first-hand accounts, and it was so dramatic. It sucked you in. I'll share it with you guys. It was amazing. It was literally amazing. And you hear like of a tsunami of boiling water and mud because it's like a volcanic tsunami.
Well, that in Italy right now, that super volcano's active. That would destroy all around Italy there, and it's been active for a while. It's like it's increasing, so you never know. That might go. It's not like a total world-ending super volcano, but it's It could probably cool the planet down, and it'll definitely destroy that whole area. And there's millions and millions of people that live around there. We should check that out. It's been active lately. But
You got a super volcano in our country up in the park up there.
yeah, Yost might, right? But that's
Even if we got
that's not a threat of going though, supposedly.
see, even if we got Malta or Italy, he'd just blow up the super volcano on us.
Yeah,
Since
Mother
the end
Nature.
of the season, do we get any experience?
Yeah. What do you want? You guys should get a lot,
Plenty.
right?
Possible.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to make.
100.
What do I normally give you in the session?
Well, we've
Like
got
5 to 10?
like 4.
Play
and
so many
5.
games. Okay, we'll give you just a round 10 experience
Ooh,
Okay.
that's
We're
nice.
complete.
Thank you.
for completing the season. And I got a good general idea of how season 3 will go. Like hopefully, like your main goal is to get back to the States, right? Across the
Isn't
Atlantic.
it to cure the zombie virus?
Well, yeah, I guess now that's changed, but I guess you guys do want to go home, though, right? Nobody's played a game of Twilight 2000 that they actually made it to the States, right?
Nope, that's not true anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
we
did?
made it there, and
Oh, yeah?
my
Would
my
we-
my weekly campaign that ran for just over 2 years. They made it back in what was that, March? We ended season 1, and now we're going to be starting
yeah,
up
March.
season 2 in America.
How
made it
many-
with Task
Oh,
Force
wow.
34 to Charleston.
How many episodes did it take you to get back to America?
Well, I had renamed it like 13 episodes in or something like that when it was Sandstorm was the name, Division, and that was like 13 episodes, I think, or 11, something like that. Anyway, and then the episodes for
took us
Exodus
98
Twilight,
episodes.
I thought it was
Plus the
93.
Yeah, it was 90 some, 93. That sounds
Yeah,
correct.
so if you add the 11 in, it was, over 100.
Wow. Okay. That makes sense
But-
that you got to
but,
America in
you know,
100.
Yeah, so I mean, but that was a lot of getting out of Germany, and then they did a lot of running around in Germany. We expanded the development points for the base building. We used there's a Superhero Zero that uses the Year Zero engine out on drive-through that you can pick up. And they have, because it's a superhero game, you have the headquarters for the superhero, right? So they had a fairly extensive base building stuff that I was like, you know what? The Twilight 2000 is kind of limited. So if I pull that over and then kind of change some of it to be appropriate for post-apocalyptic. So anyway, the point being that, so we had the expanded development points that we added in towards the end of that season. And they decided to use their development points to plus all their contacts, etc., to sit there and go, so yeah, German government, you have that fast attack Gepard ship, that hull of a ship that is just sitting in, sort of like the U.S. Navy mothball fleet, right? It's just this shell of a ship. So they decided to use their DP points to make a ship, start kitting it out, start repairing it, and they spent the last couple of weeks before the Task Force 34 to repair it up, dry dock it, which they had to dry dock it up in Denmark. So then there was a bunch of episodes that were up in the Denmark area using the Denmark module that's out on drive-through, and then did England stopover and finally got out to America.
RCR in chat wants to know where you landed in America.
Charleston.
There you go, RCR.
It'll be starting up again in Charleston, and my intention is to, since we didn't record it, my intention now is to record it and share it out. So.
Yeah, in case RCR father actually has his own Twitch and everything that he's got. He just hasn't been active in it, but he's got his Discord. He's starting to get it going, so you could follow him. Post your link in there, Father. Post your link in Discord for the guy, or in
Yeah, I will.
in Twitch.
Hang on.
You can follow him, and you'll get more Twilight because that's his game.
Here, I
You
have the-
streaming your games, Em? You said you got one put out as well.
I don't stream, I record. They recorded.
I don't have the Twitch set up yet, and the YouTube I'll post when it finally goes live. But it'll be in that bio that has all the Discord website info.
Mongoose, I ran a Star Trek campaign. I did. We might do season 2. We'll see. But it's a pretty good campaign. That's about it for Mongoose that we did. No, that's Modifius. That's Modifius. Mongoose is Traveler.
Starts with an M.
Yeah. No, I don't run. I haven't run any Mongoose stuff myself. Although I like Traveler, I just got so many sci-fis already on the mix. Like, so this is done till the fall, and all the season games are done till the fall now, except the Alien. And for the summer, I got for sci-fi. I'm going to do some Mothership, and I got the Great Dark is going to be. I'm going to get the actual hard copy probably within a month, and they're going to have some stuff with that. So I'm going to probably do the Great Dark.
They have
In the summer.
out right now.
Yeah, so you could look for some of that. The Walking Dead. Beauregard's got a small mini campaign. He's going to run that on the channel, and I'm going to be playing in it, and Emily's going to play in that. And that's starting in 2 weeks. Next week we got the Electric State. Coyote runs it. That's nearing completion too. And yeah. And then we're back to Alien. We got probably maybe one more episode of Alien left, and so yeah, lots more to come. Yeah, I'll try to get some something else in there. We got the Dragonbane, so lots of stuff on this channel. But we mainly do Free League stuff, mostly, but not all.
But you should do the what is it? That Weird West.
Yeah, nice
It's the
Western.
Supernatural in the Old
Yeah.
West.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, I like a nice Western. That would be fun. I'd like to play in that actually myself. Maybe you could run it. I'll play in it.
Yeah, well, I do have my physical copy of. They just came out with the Tales of the Old West, using the Year Zero engine. It's just straight up Old West. There's nothing supernatural to it, but obviously, just much like you added zombies into T2K back in the day, you just it's Old West, and you can throw in zombies. Why not?
Yeah, turned into a good story, anyways. Well, anybody else got to say anything for the season ending? Okay.
It was a good
Thank
season.
you all for watching.
It was fun.
Subscribe, like, all
Yeah,
that.
thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.
We'll figure out how to get away from this destroyer, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
See what happens. Bye bye, everybody.
Hey,
Thanks.
we're all still alive. Bye.
Yes. Yeah, nobody
Yeah.
died in this game. I got a graveyard on my
Yeah.
Discord, and there's nobody in this from this game.
Well, technically,
Agent-
you killed Dr. West.
West, and then
Wait,
well,
where are the dogs? Before we go?
characters-
Oh, the dogs died.
players that leave have their characters die. It's like there's a bunch of those.
Yeah, they don't
No.
count.
Where
as
are the
much. Well, I
dogs?
guess.
Are they all dead?
Yeah, they died in a
Yeah,
helicopter
they-
Remember
crash.
there was
They died in the
Oh,
crash.
what was
Yeah.
what was it?
Yeah.
Remember what was that that Dan character that was in the with the jail, and he turned, and back before we left Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the lieutenant colonel that we first started off with. He turned.
Yeah. But they left.
But
though.
that was all. Yeah, exactly. So you had to like write the characters off. That's what I'm saying. Is like, there's a lot of those characters that died in this game.
Okay, Age of Venture, RCR, thanks for first time chat. Thanks for coming out. Glad you're loving the whole campaign. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Actually, hold on. I don't know if you're on the Discord, but I'll post it now. That way you could, you don't miss anything. Bye-bye. Thanks.
All right, have a good one.